Hello again, fellow BeachBum traders. Good early morning. Thank you for joining us for the pre-market live stream today on Wednesday, May 25th. So let's get started in our pre-market preparations and get ready for the opening of the market. The Weeb will open at 4 a.m. on Wednesday, May 25th. So we'll start as we typically do our weekly trading game plans on FinViz and see how the markets are looking right now. So we can see the close from yesterday, quite mixed. The NASDAQ took a pretty big hit, particularly early in the morning. All the markets were down early. S&P and Dow recovered some towards the end of the day, and the Dow ended in the green. We could see under the covers still a lot of weakness in the markets, still the vast majority below their 200-day moving average and below their 50-day moving average. So if we quickly look at the news, we can see as of early morning, they're predicting a stock rise due to a rate path improvement. Inflation will be higher for longer. I mean, how long have we been saying that? Since refuting the transitory thing for quite a long time, since last fall. So, inflation is going to be higher for longer. And we've been preparing for that. Hopefully we've been helping you prepare for that for some period of time. So we can see right now the futures, oil's up around 110, natural gas, it's testing that $9 peak. We'll talk about that in the futures, how we're playing that. We've talked about that in our weekly trading game plan for this week, and we're keeping an eye on opportunities in natural gas. We see gold. We'll see this in the futures as well. It started to push up. It's down a little bit, back down a little bit right now, and all the indices are showing mildly green right now. The Treasury has dropped down below 3%, so we'll see the prices are up, yields are down. Again, I surmise or conclude that that's a risk-off play. Sell stocks, buy bonds, and therefore drive the price of bonds up and the yields down. We very quickly look at each of the indices. We look at the SPY. So we see, the recent decline. If we go out to a weekly, be a little bit easier to see the trend, the longer term trend. So again, we can see we're still in that steep decline, still in a bear market, well below the moving average, and we've got a little bit of a doji on yesterday's close, which is an indecisive move. We can see we still haven't tested that most recent low, but we can see we've been making lower lows. So again, all indications of a bear market. No, we don't have a strong indication of a capitulation. If we look at the Qs, the NASDAQ, again, we see very similar. We see the steep decline. We see the doji towards on yesterday's candlestick. And again, we can see a strong bear market, well below the moving averages. We see this, what they call a death cross back here, where the 50-day crossed the 200-day. So again, all indications of a bear market. This one, NASDAQ looks like it's getting close to testing that most recent low. So we'll look at the Dow also. Again, very similar, although the Dow, you can see, made a green candle yesterday. So it actually was positive. So we'll see. We might see a divergence. Again, it's still well below its moving averages. We see the recent death cross, possibly a little bit earlier. So maybe there's some indication maybe the Dow is going to recover more quickly than the S&P and NASDAQ. We'll see. Look at the Russell, the IWM very quickly. So again, the Russell, that's kind of interesting. It made a higher low, a doji a day ago. A little bit of a hammer, maybe another doji, a hammer yesterday. Again, we see an earlier death cross in the Russell. So again, the Russell and the Dow, maybe some indications that they're going to recover earlier than the S&P and NASDAQ. And then we'll look at the VIX. And again, you can find our affiliate link for FinViz in the description box below. So we see the VIX has been very volatile. It's been choppy up and down. We see right now it's kind of stable, just below 30. It was testing above 30 yesterday. And again, we put our standing order back in to catch these peaks using SVXY. Again, we put a good to cancel standing order on the most recent peak. So if the VIX spikes up, it will bottom out. SVXY will bottom out, and then we will be long again. We'll be long SVXY, which is then shorting the VIX. So again, that's probably one of our favorite plays. And again, I believe, as we talked about in our weekly trading game plan for last week, which is, sell the rips. I think there's some great opportunities in playing just volatility. I think if you're a day trader, scalp trader, I think there's some great opportunities where you can just scalp the VIX and make plenty of money. So we'll look at the sectors, the groups, etc. from yesterday very quickly. You see, yesterday, utilities, consumer defensive, real estate outperformed. Utilities, consumer defensive, been a recurring theme recently. We see again for the week, utilities and energy. So that's the other sector that's been outperforming recently is energy. So utilities, defensive, and energy. Consumer defensive and energy have been the outperformers recently. And we see communication services, technology have been the weakest recently. So again, also we see basic materials over the 3-month period has been positive as well. So those are our outperforming sectors. Most recently, we then drill down on industries. And again, we have videos that are linked in the description box below that tell you more about how to use this groups tab, how to dig into each of these sectors or industries to identify individual stocks. So we can see from an industry standpoint, we've got some precious metals. We see gold and silver. We're pushing up yesterday. And then consumer defensives, groceries, tobacco, etc. Those are all consumer defensives. And then utilities, etc., and some retail. So again, the weakest, we can see some consumer discretionary, travel, retail. Retail's been hit pretty hard. And then we saw We saw the bit with Snap got hit, poor guidance, poor earnings, and it took down any kind of digital media, Facebook, etc. Took down the FANGs, and we would expect that trend to continue at least for some period of time. So for the week, again, metals, coal, energy, some solar, again, basic materials, etc. Positive. So those themes, those are the themes to keep following for now. You know, energy, basic materials, precious metals. Again, precious metals. All those are inflation hedges. So again, energy very strong. Precious metals, consumer defensive. So we got some economic data yesterday. We got some PMI data, some inflationary manufacturing PMI data. We could see it was below expectations. New home sales was very poor. Again, we've been saying for some period of time that we expected a rollover in the housing market. We can see evidence of that now. I guess Toll Brothers had bad earnings, and they're pulling the home builders down again. We've been saying for a while we expected this rollover in housing. So now we're seeing that new home sales is way down. And then again, we saw some manufacturing data was a little bit weaker than was expected. So again, early indications. Well, I mean, we had a quarter of recession already, and I expect that this quarter is going to indicate that we're in a recession. So we'll see when that data comes out, but that is my expectation. And please, again, just as a reminder, if you watch our channel in our Discord, you can find a link to our Discord below. You can watch the Surf the Markets channel. And we will be posting this economic data as it comes out. So we hope that helps. Again, watch the Surf the Markets channel for economic data as soon as I can post it for as it comes out on a daily basis. Also, you can find these notes in our weekly trading game plans. I will add this link probably to the comments, probably as a pinned comment, but then you can see all of these in a folder, a Google Drive public folder. You can see all these notes for our weekly trading game plans. So we hope that helps. So just an early note, markets closed on next Monday. So the earnings calendar, again, the link is in the notes to the earnings calendar in investing.com, so keep an eye on that. We'll look at the one in Webull in a minute. And also just as a note that Benzinga, they were having a Memorial Day sale, and they most recently bumped that up to a 50% off. So if you used and they're giving 50% off their options mentorship as well. And if you use our a link and the promo code now for 50% off. Use MEM22. So again, Bendigo Pro provides news, etc., a lot of tools. They also have training, etc., if you're interested in that. So again, you can take advantage of the Memorial Day. You'll get 50% off with the link below, and use the promo code MEM22. So we hope that helps. So again, all the notes from our previous and current weekly trading game plans are in this trading game plans folder on our Google Drive. And you can find that link in the comments or description of our weekly trading game plan videos. And also, I'll probably put that in the pinned comment for this video as well. So we hope that all helps. Please let us know if you find that helpful. Also, we always welcome your feedback on all of our videos, as well as our live chats, our live streams today. Please let us know how we can make these as most valuable and help you be successful in your trading career. So, again, we love to hear feedback, and please put it in the comments in our Discord and in the Facebook group. So again, keep an eye on earnings. Earnings still matter. You can hear any right now. The market will take any reason to take a stock down. If they miss earnings, don't exceed expectations, have poor guidance, any excuse to take a market and a sector down right now, as we saw Snapchat took down the digital media sector because of poor guidance going forward. So it hit Facebook, actually even hit things like Amazon and stuff like that. So all the banks got hit and dragged the NASDAQ down as well. So now let's take a quick look at Webull, the market screen in Webull. And again, we have a previous video that you should find in the description box below about how to use this markets tab in Webull. So again, this is the online browser version of Webull. And we can see, the number of decliners was about twice that of advancers yesterday, although it's heavier in the low percentage of decliners. So in the advancers, the percentage was very small. And again, we see outflow out of the NASDAQ was worse than the NYSE, but both were major outflows. So again, you can find the earnings calendar in the calendar section. Earnings, keep an eye on the near-term earnings. If anything you're looking to buy or a hold is coming up, keep an eye on that, and sympathy-related stocks. Another thing, if you're a day trader, scalp trader, etc., another feature that's very helpful in Webull is this pre-market top gainers and the after-hours top gainers. Again, we're not really, we're more swing trade oriented, particularly right now. But if you are a day trader, etc., you can see who was the top gainers from after hours yesterday at this time. It's a good tool to prepare for your trading for the next day, so for today. So we can see who was running after hours yesterday. And again, you can see top losers, who was way down. So again, from a day trading standpoint, this is very helpful. See who was running or dropping after hours. May present opportunities for a bounce on the loser standpoint and gainers on an advancer standpoint. And again, we have another video about where it's 4 a.m. Where are your stocks? We go into a little bit more detail about how to use those features to prepare for the 4 a.m. market open. So we hope that helps. And just an aside, right now Webull is still offering 6 free stocks for their 4th birthday. So again, using our affiliate link below, you can now get 6 free stocks when you open and fund a new account Webull. If you're not already using Webull, as you can see, this is our most popular trading platform. Also helps us prepare for trading for the day. And you can see when you open your account, you get 2 stocks up to $300. And if you deposit any amount, $1, whatever, you get 4 free stocks valued up to $3,000. So again, if you're not already using Webull, you can get 6 free stocks now if you open and fund an account using our affiliate link in the description box below. So if we quickly look at the best performing industries, again, we'll probably see very similar to what we saw in the groups tab in the industries in FinViz. We see utilities, energy, consumer defensive. See communications was kind of weak. Defense was a little weak. Again, consumer defensive type stuff that looks kind of mixed. Energy, coal was strong. Water utilities. We'll talk about this. One of our fellow BeachBum traders, Douglas PC, pointed out, had a trade idea about water-related utilities, and we took a look at that. We'll probably share that in more detail, how to dig into that and how we did an evaluation on that trade idea from Douglas PC, probably in this weekend's weekly trading game plan. So, and again, thank you to Douglas PC for sharing trade ideas with our BeachBum trading community. And we'd highly encourage you, if you have trade ideas like that, please share them. We have a number of channels you can share your trade ideas. They're general, anything goes type of topic. It's Beach Party. And then we also have channels for specific types of asset classes, ETFs, stocks, bonds, etc., crypto, etc., and then also different types of trading styles. So if you're trading ideas specifically for day trading, we have a channel for that, swing trading, long-term investing, etc. So yes, please share your trade ideas with your fellow BeachBum traders for everyone's benefit. We greatly appreciate it, and it helps us all help each other become more successful traders. So again, we see tobaccos. It shows a little mix there. That's consumer defensive. And if we go back and look at ETFs, so see the typical ones for the Dow. We see a gold hedge. Again, the typical ones for up or down on the, I don't see them for S&P, VIX. Okay, LABD is biotech down. LabD is biotech down. LabU is biotech up. We also see Yang, which is the bearish Chinese stocks. So that tells us the sentiment is negative on Chinese stocks. We talked about our weekly trading game plan. We have on our watch list Yang, which is bearish on Chinese stocks, and Yen, YINN, which is bullish on Chinese tech stocks. And again, that's a pair of ETFs, leveraged ETFs that are great for scalping. In this case, the Chinese tech stocks. So again, this is something, and we'll look at the hottest screener in just a second once the market opens and see what the immediate sentiment is in Chinese stocks, etc. And this is a great way to scalp and potentially swing if there's a longer term trend, but definitely day trade or scalp yin and yang. I know some of our fellow BeachBum traders are getting into scalping the Chinese tech stocks using yin and yang. I've had a question recently about the biotech stocks. Again, I can talk about in our weekly trading game plan in more detail, a longer term impression thesis on biotechs, but we can see that the sentiment as of the close of yesterday was negative on biotechs. And again, you can scalp Lab D and Lab U to swing or scalp biotech stocks. So we hope that helps. Again, Russell, we see Yang show up again. And then the NASDAQ. Robotics was very negative. That's interesting. Yeah, so there's a couple things that we're hitting robotic stuff in the NASDAQ a little bit harder. So industry-wise, we see industrials got hit pretty hard, healthcare got hit, utilities positive, energy positive, communication services negative, basic materials positive. Again, all very similar to what we saw in FinViz. Saw real estate here was positive, although this is broader. We see consumer defensive here was mixed, financial services negative. And we see commodities, energy positive, metals, copper, cotton, energy positive, copper. Okay, so we should have just hit the 4 a.m. open. So let's go look at our hottest screener. And let's see what the current immediate sentiment is. So again, this is a hottest screener. You can see, I believe I have a video on how to set this up in Webull, and you can hopefully find a reference to that in the description box below. If not, I'll add it as an additional related video in a pinned comment. So we can sort this. We can immediately see kind of some themes. Okay, so there's BABA, so that says, okay, well, if we see some other Chinese stocks, but right now, if we see BABA, Baidu, okay. So right now, as of 4 a.m., the sentiment on Chinese tech stocks is positive. That says Yang would be down, Yin would be up, is the immediate sentiment on Chinese stocks. So assuming that continues, again, this is a great way to see that sentiment. And play it pre-market. Again, you can play it pre-market using this watching this theme, and then playing accordingly. And if it holds through the day, you can continue to use this hottest screener to see sentiment during the day. We see some other things recovering, bouncing right now. Snap is bouncing. Some of the other tech stocks are bouncing. So right now, as of 4 a.m., we can see things that got slammed yesterday are bouncing, and that's not atypical early in the morning like this. We see the things that were hit the hardest, particularly end of day yesterday, will get a bounce. Whether that continues, again, keep an eye on this. So we can see what was down most. Right now, we see automotive. BBIG, I know that's a day trade favorite. Right now it's down. We see UUUU, one on our uranium on our watch list, is currently down. It was running up. And again, we have several uranium plays on our watch list, so we're waiting for them to come down. So, just in this, this is one of the reasons we get up at 4 a.m. and we do this, is to see if there's any outsized opportunities where something we're watching gets pushed irrationally down, where we can jump on that opportunity. I don't see anything right this second. Another thing you can do in Webull that we do both pre-market and during the day. I watch my positions this way, but we'll look at our watch list this way. Is we can go to the stock screen, and actually I was where I wanted to be, which is the watch list screen. And again, you can sort this up or down. So right now from our watch list, we can see yen is up 4%. As we said, we saw Chinese tech stocks running up, Baidu, Alibaba, etc. So that pushes yen up, pushes yang down. So we see yen up, yang down right now. So again, you can do this with your watch list in Webull and immediately see opportunities. You know, if we were already in that, and then okay, maybe take profit there. Maybe there's a buy opportunity there, and then we can flip over and look at it in the stock screen and see actually where is that particular stock relative to our price targets, our alerts, etc. So if I do that on Yang right now, we can see right now it's coming down, but it's well above our price target. So again, all these features are the reasons we like Webull. It's just very easy to use. You can very quickly see the types of data you want to see. If you guys have any questions about Webull, again, we have a channel for Webull in our Discord, also the other forums for the different trading tools. So again, there's a channel for Webull if you have questions about how to use Webull, E-Trade, Public, also the tools, Bendigo Pro, Chartmill, FinViz, Thinkorswim. If there's some other tools or platforms that you would like channels on to discuss in our Discord, just let me know. We have a suggestion box. We greatly appreciate any suggestions for improvements to the Discord, to our videos, any future videos. You can see some great suggestions by some of your fellow BeachBum traders. Actually, this use of the Google Sheet and Google Drive to share these notes was a suggestion again from Douglas PC, which was we greatly appreciate. It was very helpful, so we started doing that. He made some other suggestions about making that easier to use for all of our BeachBum Trading community. Again, thank you to Douglas PC for making those suggestions, and we are implementing them as quickly as we're able to. So again, if you have any suggestions about anything in our BeachBum Trading community, please add them to the suggestion box channel in our Discord. And again, you can find links to our Discord in the description box below. And we'll also put that on the banner now if we can. So again, back to Webull. We can see where things are right now. Go back to our, this is fine. There's our watch list. We can see, okay, VOO is up right now, so that kind of tells us the SPY's up. CUU is down, so those you're rating. Also, you can see which ones are moving pre-market and which ones have no activity in pre-market. So that's helpful as well. And then we watch this temperature in the day. Again, you can see this for your watch list. For any of your watch lists, we can flip it over to our bullpen watch list and see if there's anything else in the bullpen that's moving. We can see Roku is bouncing right now. So that's helpful as well. So again, I hope that you like these pre-market live streams. Please let us know in the comments below, in the Discord, etc. Let us know if you find this helpful. If you like these, if you find it helpful, I'll continue to try to do them, kind of just covering preparation for and into the early Webull Open at 4 a.m. We'll quickly look at the futures. I tend to like to, I'll look at it before 4 a.m. and then right after the 4 a.m. to see what changes. We can take a real quick look at crypto and just see where it's at. And then we'll look at futures. Okay, so we see crypto's red right now. We can look at the charts. See, they've been very flat. Bitcoin's been very flat. Ethereum's been very flat. Another way to see is we have another video how to create a watch list on crypto in Webull. So we have a watch list, very short, on just a few cryptos that we're watching. Get another nice feature in Webull. As you can see, these very quick trend lines, and then you can also flip over to it in the stock screen and very quickly and easily flip through the chart. So Bitcoin, that's Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, Ethereum Classic, Ethereum. Again, a little above where we'd like it. Pretty flat right now. So all these volatile short-term for scalps, day trades, etc. But right now, pretty flat. And if we go take a quick look at the futures, future charts. Okay, so right now we see the Dow is pretty flat, red, but pretty flat. Looks like it may be rolling over again. S&P again, pretty flat, but green. NASDAQ again, flat but green. Same Russell, pretty flat. So right now everything's pretty flat. So not a lot of activity, and the VIX is pretty flat. And right now it's sitting a little below 29. It's just a little bit up right now. The oil's flat. Natural gas, not very exciting. Another place I tend to watch these guys is investing.com on the indices futures. That's helpful as well for real time. Again, I guess I'll show you that real quickly just as an additional benefit. If you go to our homepage, BeachBumTrading.com, without the U, we have a whole list of links with the tools, etc., that we typically use, both for these videos and for our trading. So you can see reference links, platforms, tools. There's links to our Discord server and several others that we participate in, trading tools. So again, if we find investing.com, we can click on it. Again, I use that as, helps me very quickly access all the tools that I typically use. I don't have to type them. I don't have to remember what the links are, etc. I'll put that up in the banner as well if I can. So if you go to the indices futures in investing.com, again, you can see I typically keep an eye on this little upper chart here. We can see very quickly the Dow and S&P. This is the futures piece. Those are both showing negative. We see NASDAQ, the VIX is showing up on the futures, almost 30. And then also you can get a quick view of the commodities. Again, this is what I tend to have on another machine during the day. So I'm watching, what's going on. Okay, there's natural gas. It's 8.82. I'm waiting for it to get 90. I'll look at that again in the futures in a second. We can see right now gold, silver, copper are down. So again, this is a nice tool to very quickly and easily see the trend, percentage change, as well as the click chart. If you click on one of these rows, you can see the chart. So I find that very helpful as well. Again, a real-time way to see this information as well. And then for the longer-term trends, although you can, we have another video, it's in the description box, I believe, on how to use this futures tab. So you'll see you can zoom into closer time frames. So again, we're waiting for natural gas to kind of peak. We expect kind of a peak around 9. If it does, we were going to add another position around our core position using shorting natural gas using coal. We're also watching for a peak in oil. Now it has not retested that 130. People keep predicting oil is going to go up higher. It hasn't spiked above 110 recently, but if it does spike up there, we'll take another position. We have our core position shorting oil and drip at a higher price, but we'll add a position using drip to short oil, using either drip or SCO. And we've talked about those in our weekly trading game plans, but we would add a short to oil if it peaks again, spikes up again, then short oil back down, as eventually these are going to recover. Supply will recover, and those prices will come down. See gold is pushing up, stable, kind of flat, silver, stable, flat, but again, pushing back up again. Same thing with the other precious metals, cotton, etc. We see lumber's come down quite a ways. There's a couple ETFs, but if you zoom this chart out, you'll see it's still relatively high, even though it looks like it's bottomed here. Okay, we highly recommend you can right click on these, open another tab, and then it'll zoom out and you'll see lumber still at a relative high. So a couple ETFs to watch for lumber or cut, CUT and wood, WOOD, and hopefully that helps. So. And then we see, bond prices are up a little bit. Again, I think that was just, a risk-off move right now. Again, we know the Fed's going to tighten. They're going to sell bonds, etc. So we expect the prices to drop, yields to go back up. But right now, high fear, risk-off, sell-side bonds drives the prices up. If there become scalping opportunities in price, stock price, or shorting stock price, longing yield on a very short term, you could take those as day trade scalps, etc. But the longer term trend in price should be down, yield should be up. So we're just waiting for that to stabilize. And Forex, we see the dollar has been declining. That helps commodities, basic materials, etc. So hopefully, and I think we've seen that in kind of the push back up in some of the precious metals. See, it's recovered relative to some of the other foreign exchange, foreign currencies. If you are a Forex trader, again, we have a channel for Forex traders. We are interested in getting more to things like futures trading, Forex trading, etc., and just have not done so. We're not currently trading in a platform that supports those directly, primarily for retirement accounts. I believe we will support some level of Forex trading. Again, it does support crypto trading. We can do that in our cash accounts, but we can't do crypto or Forex in our retirement accounts. So if you are into that, we would encourage you to participate in those channels. Let us know what platforms you're using, which ones are the best, how to use them, etc. We also have options, etc. So again, we hope to see you in our Discord, and we look for your active participation. Give us your feedback on this video and any suggestions for improvement in our suggestion box. I'm going to wrap this up. I didn't really intend it to be quite this long, and I'll try to make these more efficient going forward. Again, please let me know in the comments if you like this kind of pre-market live stream. What would you like to see? If the live stream version is not as helpful and you'd like prepared videos, etc., or if this time is not the best. Again, I like to do this preparing for the 4 a.m. Webull Open and then just covering the 4 a.m. Webull Open. to prepare for the day, see if there's any outsized opportunities. If there happen to be an outsized opportunity right now, I could show you some actual trades. I don't see anything from our watch list that's really moving right now that we want to jump on right this second. But again, it's very easy to keep an eye on that using Webull and either the watch list screen, the stock screen. So again, I hope this all helps. Please give me your feedback in the comments below. If you're not already a member of our BeachBum Trading community, we will hope you choose to subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified when we go live on these live streams, when we release further educational videos. And again, hope this all helps. Let us know. Good luck to fellow BeachBum traders and have a great trading day. Bye.